Hello, YouTubers. Hi, I'm wanted to talk about how to remove the upholstery on the front driver's side seat of a Hyundai Elantra 2012. Because I was looking for how to do this on YouTube and I didn't see any videos, so I thought I would make a video on how to do this. So, anyways, to start, in case you were wondering, and just to let you know, this isn't an easy job. Yeah, it's not like super complex, but it's not like I don't think it's something that probably just your casual DIYer would want to tackle because you have to remove the seat, so that would probably discourage a lot of people from wanting to do this. So, but anyways, yeah, I guess you could watch a video on how to remove the seat, but I could explain it real quick. So to remove the seat, there's four 14 millimeter bolts. There's one here, 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 and here. But the tricky part is actually removing this power cable. And I think this power cable is just to detect if there's someone in the seat. I don't know why they have this, because when would you ever, and I think it was to detect if there's someone sitting in the car to activate the airbags. But I'm wondering when you would ever want to, when the car would ever be used without someone sitting in the driver's seat. So I kind of wonder why they even have this. But anyways, to remove this, there's a trigger here. This one's the easy connector to remove. You just have to pull on this till you feel a release, and then it'll eventually like release. This one is super hard actually, because like I had to play around with this to figure it out. But you actually I kind of loosened it, but like it was really hard to actually, like when you're trying to do this at first, like it won't budge. So, but you actually want to, like it'll be, I think it was pointed like this as it was connected, and you want to pull, like you won't be able to pull this out unless you pull this out. So you got to pull that black part out, and then you have to press this down, and this will actually release the connector, so you'll be able to pull it. So yeah, you don't want to yank on these wires because you'll end up damaging them. Okay, so yeah, that's the first hard part. And then to take the upholstery off, you're going to have to take these panels off. So, which, yeah, you have to take the seat out of the car to do. So, you have to remove these screws here, and they're not actually screwed into the upholstery. So, but they are still holding the panel on. So you have those screws to remove. So and then there's one back here. There's one back here. There's that screw that you have to remove. And also, one tricky part is removing this handle. This handle is connected here. And actually, the tricky part, like you won't be able to pull this panel off unless you pull this handle off. And to actually pull the handle off, the trick is there's this hole here. So you got to stick something in this hole, and on the back side, there's this clip here. I thought it was broken, but this was actually intentional. So when you put something like a metal rod through that hole and you push that up, it'll release, and you'll just like it's on there like pretty hard. So I mean it's got to be pretty firm to be able to, because this is a pretty hard trigger. So yeah, at first you'll feel like it's not working, but you just keep like pulling on it, and it'll eventually like come free. But yeah, you have to make sure that this is because it like hooks on there back there somehow. But it'll eventually come free. So then you get that off. And once you get that off, you can pull this panel off. See, because you need to pull the panel off to get to the clips to be able to remove the upholstery. There's a clip there, and one back there. Okay. And then on this side, on the other side, there's this panel. Like I put it back on, but you have to remove this screw, and it's actually holding the upholstery, so you definitely have to remove it. Yeah. So you got to do that, and then there's another screw back here too. So you got to remove that screw. So to pull this panel off, so you pull that panel off, and then you'll be able to unhook this bottom seat upholstery. So, okay, and this back side is kind of tricky too. So I have this panel on here, and there was no visible like screws and no hooks like that were easily, that you're going to be able to see easily to be able to pull this off. But like I just kept pulling on it, and I noticed that, okay, watch your feet. I just kept pulling on it, and then I noticed that the trick is up here. It's clipped in by these two clips here. So you want to stick a flathead screwdriver, and if you can push these clips down, then you can pull one out at a time. It's on there super tight, so I don't want to do that because it would be hard to demonstrate. But okay, so then this will pull out, and then these are just hooked in the bottom, and you just pull that out, and then yeah, once you have that off, this top part's really easy to unhook. It's all kind of straightforward. So yeah, I think that's pretty much covering like all the hard parts. You should be able to figure it out. Well, this should make it a lot easier for you to figure out how to remove this. And then yeah, so I washed it, dried it. The fabric didn't really, like, because I had a problem with a couch where I did that, and the fabric shrunk, and it was really hard. Like I had to actually like cut like the foam underneath to be able to put the fabric back on. But this fabric didn't really shrink after washing it and drying it, so I was able to put it on no problem after washing it and drying it. So I think it was definitely like the way to do it. I wish it could have been a lot easier. Wondering if like other manufacturers make this easier to do. I think they probably should. I mean, we were just like out in the rain. This got wet, so just seemed like the right thing to do, because didn't want it to start smelling after getting all wet. So well, that's how you do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.